had no luck juicing the sales either. What happened behind the scenes, and will investors buy the old swapping out the new guy for the old guy trick? Near impossible stock turnarounds can be pulled off. Meet the man who called Hewlett-Packard's comeback right on the money. What are his next picks? And North Korea threatening war with its neighbor to the south as the U.S. beefs up its military presence in the region. What does it mean for South Korean stocks like Samsung, Hyundai, and LG Electronics? Countdown to the closing bell starts right now. Points away from the intraday high for the Dow Jones Industrials, and yes, it's a record. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Liz, claiming it's the last hour of trading. The Dow and the S&P both on track, actually, for new record closing highs. Let's get right to the floor show. We wanted to bring the traders in immediately to get the sense of what was going on the floors. We're at the CME. We're at the New York Stock Exchange. We're at the NYMEX. We're at Nicole Pedalides' standby location on the floor of the NYSE. First to our traders, and a headline from each of you. Okay, Teddy, if I hear one more person say a correction's coming and yet not here today.
Well, I think what I'm looking at, Liz, is that I'm looking at no volume, a market that's on 100 points, a lot of people that are trying to talk them down because they're all talking correction, and the tape just keeps going north. And I think they got a lot of people fooled here, and I think we got a lot of shorts trapped pretty good.
They're trapped, and they're screaming. They're trying to get out of the quicksand. Elliot
That's
Warren,
right.
Same with oil. You know, we're up about 90, just a few pennies away from being up more than $1 here. What is up with this? Is this no-co, as I'm calling it, North Korea, or a dollar story? What?
I think in the case of crude right now, it's no news is good news, Liz. I mean, really, a dollar move in crude isn't much right now. I mean, we're a little bit higher than we've been. I think that, I think it's a lot of saber rattling personally. And, if they're talking about those South Korean stocks, if those get whacked, I think they're all buys.
My kids asked if the bombs can reach us. I mean, it's come to that. I'm just... No, they can't. But, saber rattling, but who knows? It's certainly not that to the South Koreans. But I see your point. Charlie Nedoss at the CME, what's your headline?
You know, we're marching on to new highs, Liz, in front of the FOMC. I think people are upbeat about this. I don't think the Fed can really move any higher in terms of rates. And I think that we had a mini correction here. We came down and tested the 20-day in the S&Ps, and we marched right on to fresh highs.
Teddy, I look at this and I say fresh highs again and again. We've got somebody coming on later on in the program who absolutely believes a 10 to 15% correction is coming in the next 2 months. Do you think so?
Well, listen, even a broken clock is right twice a day, Liz. I mean, if you keep coming, eventually you're going to be right.
Right.
But the reality is, whether we like it or not, the tape doesn't lie. The tape obviously sees something, whatever the reasons, and the momentum is clearly on the upside. I mean, at some point, are we going to correct 5 or 10%? I sure hope so, because there's a lot of money on the sidelines looking to come into the market. But of course, when that happens, the money will get scared and they're not going to want to buy anything.
And folks, sorry, look at the VIX is now below 13.
Yeah, well.
Okay, I mean, who wants to jump in on that one?
Well, I think that.
Go ahead,
I think that Teddy's right here in terms of don't fight the tape, and I think that's one of the reasons that the market keeps pressing higher, that you do keep getting people that are trying to pick tops, and then you get the short covering rallies when they don't follow through. Last week when we came back and tested the 20-day moving average, it looked like this thing was going down for the count. And what do? We came right back and closed above it, and you just attracted new buying here.
Elliot, I hope you're making money. I mean, Elliot sits there at the NYMEX trying to trade, just shaving pennies off crude. We know how tough it is, but natural gas is certainly something that's really kind of been on the move. Not today, though. Why not?
Wow, natural gas. Natural gas got to this $4 level that everybody was hoping to get to. And I was actually on here saying recently, $4 is not a big deal for natural gas. We've been in this range for 5 years. When we talk about $5 natural gas, I think that'll get people more interested. But it'll be bad for everybody else, Liz. We want commodity prices like energy to be lower so we can spend our money on Teddy's stocks,
Oh, Teddy? Yeah?
See, but
thank you. Because I got a few I can sell you.
I bet.
Well, I'll tell you, though, I think natural gas is kind of showing, though, that the economy is getting stronger, and you are seeing usage. You've seen the injection rates all year go down, and I think that a lot of that equipment that was being used for natural gas now is being used for fracking, and now we're talking about going from a a deficit and being a net energy importer to a net energy exporter.
Well, we had the
So
GE
but the
Lufkin
prices
deal.
are
The
higher. If
GE
the price is
Lufkin deal
higher, that's
certainly
not
showed
good for the
something.
economy.
Definitely.
I don't agree with that at all. That market rally, these people, you know, you talk about people who have to buy gas for their cars and heat their house. They're going to buy energy regardless of the cost. That is not an indicator that the economy is recovering. The stock market rallying, that absolutely is. But like these people are going to, you know, you have to drive to work. You have to go pick your kids up at soccer. They're going to buy gas and they're going to heat their house. Like to me, that does not indicate a stronger economic recovery.
Oh,
The
right. I
stock
want to
market
end on
rally,
Elliot. That was
does.
exciting.
Sorry.
Elliot, welcome.
We keep talking about that. I don't like that.
Elliot had a Red Bull today. I'm loving that. Hey, gentlemen, great to see you. So much happening here with the records. We're going to move on.